we are in Portugal. I am very aware I have not picked up the camera since getting back to Spain, but I brought my Osmo here with me and I was like, I am filming this weekend because I want to do something a little bit different. So I've been back in Spain 2 weeks now and I drove to Portugal yesterday. Guys, I have not driven in 4 years. I just didn't because I didn't really feel I needed to. I could walk everywhere, I love walking, but when it came to an occasion like this and there was no flights to this area from Malaga, I decided to take the plunge, rent a car and drive 5 hours. I'm just very impressed with myself that I made it. I was literally scared, so scared when I got the car yesterday. But all was good. I got an automatic, it got me here and we are safe. But I'm here this weekend for a business mastermind and this is why I wanted to show you guys. It's something a little bit different, and if there's anybody watching this who is maybe a new coach or considering starting business or thinking of becoming a coach, I think this will be really useful if I don't just show you the fun stuff. So that is what this weekend is going to be about. Last night we literally just went for dinner to get to know each other and it was so lovely to meet some other coaches and like-minded people. This morning I have been up, did some work. Myself and one of the other girls went for coffee and a walk on the beach, which was lovely, and we are now waiting for the chefs to cook us breakfast. Fancy. And then we have day one of the mastermind, which I am very intrigued for. I've actually never been to a mastermind before, but I just thought it was such an incredible opportunity to be around these people and I already feel it by being here, so I'm really excited for today. So I'm going to bring you guys along. I just want to do something a little bit different, so yeah, that is, we love it here. It's actually quite cool in comparison to Spain. Spain is hot right now. Portugal is a nice little breeze, which I'm liking. So this is the location. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the villa. Incredible. So cool. Say hi, guys.
Hello. Hello. Can you tell everyone else that the food's ready as well? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, big time heat now. Everyone got the DJIs on. Everyone's like, ding!
This is what we call being fed well.
And tomorrow we're going to be talking more about like nurturing them. So this is going to come across from today and tomorrow. Completely honest, be completely honest. Has anyone done a launch or has put up a post and there's 5 people?
So that is day one, nearly a wrap. It is currently 6:30. I've just come upstairs to get ready for the evening. We're actually having dinner in the villa tonight because the chefs are still here, and guys, they are like catering for me because I can't have dairy, and they're like making little alternatives for me and they're just so tasty. Like the food is just unreal. But I've just come upstairs to get ready and I also have a client plan to send, so we're all just doing a little bit of work. It's so funny being around lots of coaches because we're all just spotted around the villa working at the moment. But today has literally just been a full day of learning. We had 4 hours of the mastermind, so 2 hours, then we had lunch which you guys saw, and then we had another 2 hours, and really it was just honestly learning from each other, gaining inspiration, sharing ideas, things that go wrong, things that go right, and it was just really nice. I think I've come away from even today feeling very lit up, and we still have tomorrow. Sunday, we have Sunday as well, but we're actually going to a beach club. Networking, guys, networking. So it was so incredible. And the reason, like, I think if anyone's watching this and has had a mentor, and they're like, if they're a coach and you've had a mentor, you will know that a lot of mentors just push like how much money you can make, PBs, how much money's in your bank account. And for me, getting into coaching, that was never something that lit me up. It just doesn't light me up at all. Like, honestly, working with women and having an impact is the thing that like gets me going. So I've always kind of steered clear of like those kind of things, but Connor works in a very different way. Connor works in building something that you want and you like and you enjoy and doing it properly. I think that's something I'm not the best at. I'm not the best at building a business. I'm not the best at the business side of things, and at the end of the day, that is what it is. Like when I started out 6 years ago, all I was thinking was like, I just need to know how to coach. But there's so much that goes into the back end of actually owning a business that I have learned over the years, and it is good to have like somebody there to support you and help you with your ideas and what you want to do and how to build it properly and do it in a way that you want to do it, you know. So that is like, and everyone here is the same. Like, it's such an incredible group of coaches, so it has been really inspirational. We are going to be having dinner in like 30 minutes, and I still have a little bit of work to do, and I have to get myself ready, so I'm gonna head inside. I'll show you guys dinner because I have no doubt it's going to be incredible, whatever they're making. I can smell it. They have like the barbecue on down there, and tomorrow is the same again. I'm actually, oh guys, I am doing a high rocks in the morning. I've never trained high rocks in my life. I've never even done like high rock style training, and yeah, I've always stuck with bodybuilding training, guys. I don't know how this is going to fare. Maybe I'll try record some of it, but I don't know, do I want to embarrass myself like that? I'm actually scared for it. I'll probably be written off for the day. I'll just like, no guys, I'm out. I'm gonna go get myself ready because I feel like I need a shower. You know, when you've just been sitting all day and you just feel a bit like, ugh. It is day 2 here in Portugal. Well, technically day 3 because we arrived on Thursday, but second full day. But last night we literally just, I didn't actually film much because we actually just had dinner. We watched a little bit of the match, guys. I'm not a football fan, but Spain are getting places, and I'm classing myself as Spanish now because I'm all here for it. So we literally just watched that, and I honestly was in bed by 11 p.m, which is pretty early being here. Of course, in classic Hannah style, I didn't sleep very well, so I've been up since like 4:30, which is not ideal. But I've got a decent amount of work done, and I am closing the laptop for the rest of the day because it's all going to be learning again today, and I need the brain power. So I'm ready to go train. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've got myself out of high rocks. I can't do it. Like, I literally I need to train legs. So I am going to the gym with 2 of the guys who don't want to do high rocks either, and we are going to just go normally train, so I'm all here for that. And then on the cards today, we are literally a full day of Mastermind. We are in the villa for the day. I think there's another match on tonight, which is like England versus something, and they want to watch it here. So it's very much going to be a similar day today. I will take you guys along for some of it. I don't know how much I will film today because it's literally pretty much similar to what we did yesterday, and I don't know if I'm going to bring my camera to the gym. I feel like I'm just going to lose it. We will see.
Daniel and Amanda recalibrated bodies, so lucky enough to have them as amazing clients for the last 14 months. I have a team of 3 coaches working under them, working in the online space for like 10 years?
12 years now.
12 years now. And he's going to be talking to us about everything around coaching, standards, and managing and training a team.
I'm in control now.
Jaeger bombs.
You were in my domain. What this is going to give you is that it's either going to help you expand your coaching skill set, or it's even just going to help you organize how you actually coach and start to provide some more structure and clarity around what you actually do with your clients.
Another day of being fed like kings and queens.
I tell you what, eating the same meal prep every day for like a month straight.
Yeah, this is the signs we like to see. Excellent. I'm not really recording much through the day because, guys, it is full on, but it was really good. We had a talk with Connor, and we also had a talk with Daniel from Recalibrated Bodies. I think if any of my fellow Irish are listening, they will know Amanda and Daniel from Recalibrated Bodies. They have an incredible coaching business based in Ireland. Amanda focuses a lot on pregnancy and postpartum and just how they built their business, which was so incredible to hear. They again very much align with like my values in terms of like what they provide for their clients, and yeah, it was amazing. So we are having dinner now in a few minutes. I'm also going to get Connor to sit down and have a little chat with me for you guys that are new coaches or considering becoming a coach, and I have a few questions for him which I know will help you. This is his specialty. He is incredible with it, and as I said to you guys yesterday, like when it comes to coaching, what you people see from the outside is you coaching women, the incredible results you get, but it's also the business behind it. Like, you're not just a coach, you're also your marketing team, you're also your sales team, you're also, you know, the person who has to come up with the ideas and build a business. And that part I find really hard, because it's not actually what I love to do. I actually don't love that part of business at all. Or I love that part of coaching at all. I love coaching, and that's like what I'm good at. I'm gonna get him to sit down and have a chat. You gonna come say hello to my YouTube?
We're gonna say we're in the Love Island villa.
She's in her Love Island villa.
No, I'm joking. My dad thought we were coming on Love Island.
Do you have YouTube?
No, well, I don't really use
You
it.
say hello to my YouTube, although it's focusing on my face.
Oh, hi. We're
Right.
having a ball.
We are having a ball in this weather. This weather is just absolutely shocking, but we're surviving. We are surviving. Yes, we are going to go have dinner, and God knows where the night is going to take us. Dinner is served. It is a cod. It's cod.
As well, just for me, I'm not surprised, but thanks everyone for being such great individuals, each of you. I think making everyone else feel at home. I know some people coming this weekend felt a bit nervous, and I knew they never had any reason to, because we have such a great group of people. So thanks for being you, and yeah, let's enjoy tonight and tomorrow, and finish the weekend on a high.
Okay, I have Daniel here, who I spoke about earlier, from Recalibrated Bodies. I would say a fellow Irish, but you're actually Australian.
I'm Australian. You can call me half Irish, half Australian.
Right, people?
I'm going to ask him a question of what is the biggest piece of advice you would give somebody who was not currently a coach but was considering becoming a coach or starting their own coaching business?
Okay, I would say if you're considering becoming a coach, probably one of the biggest pieces of advice I can give is realize that it's not about you. It's about helping your clients. It's about helping them find a way that's going to succeed and help them find the path to their goals, as opposed to necessarily trying to create a path for them based on what you feel is the best way to get them to their goals.
That's a good answer.
Thank you.
That's a good answer. Thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome.
And we have Amanda. the duo, the dynamic duo. Good morning. It is the next morning. The sun is back out. We love it, although it did rain last night, which is crazy. I don't think I've seen rain in months. I just went and sat on one of those sunbeds to get some sun in my eyes and got absolutely drenched. So that was a lovely start to my morning, although I do look like a drowned rat. I just had a shower and got myself somewhat ready for the day, because today we are going to a beach club. I was looking through the footage of what I have this weekend so far, and honestly guys, I don't know what this video is going to be. As I said to you, I really wanted it to be like just kind of seeing the insides of something a little bit different, you know. It's just been so nice to be here around everyone, and last night was just so fab. Like, we just literally stayed in the villa. We had dinner, which was fabulous, and we had a few drinks. I really didn't drink much at all, hence me being fresh. Yeah, it was really, really nice just to chill out with everyone, and that is the plan for today as well. Although I have decided, I think I'm going to drive home, because it's just going to make sense. Waking up on a Monday morning in my apartment, not having to drive 5 hours, sounds delightful. Although the drive today doesn't sound so delightful. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. So I think today, this morning, the chefs are gone. We don't not know what we're doing for breakfast. Everyone's like, does anyone know how to cook anymore? After like 3 days. So we are having like a little bit of a recap and wrap up of the weekend. And we are going to that beach club for a few hours. So I'll probably just go for a few hours, and then I will drive home. And I am going to see if I can get Connor to sit down this morning and ask him a few questions. As I said, this is a business event. God knows what footage I have of it, but it has just been so insightful. And like I said, I haven't done anything like this before, and would 10 out of 10 recommend. You know, past just the talks that Connor and Hayden here like did for us, also just chatting to other coaches, like literally just sitting down, asking questions, sharing ideas. Like, it's just been so nice. Obviously I do a little bit different in regards to my coaching, but at the end of the day, running a business is running a business. And as I said to you guys, That's something I'm not. I'm not a business person. I never did business in school, in college. I was always science, medicine, health. So yeah, it's been really nice to like hear other people's insights and honestly very, very inspirational. So yeah, I will get Connor to sit down at some stage after we maybe do a little bit of that recap, and then we will go to the beach club and I will show you guys. I have nabbed Connor to ask him to interrogate him.
Hi guys.
Do you want to first introduce yourself?
Yes, I will. Hi guys. So my name is Connor Carlson. So I am the founder of FitPro CEO. So Hannah is one of my amazing clients. So I help fitness coaches grow their business, but not just looking at the business itself in terms of the infrastructure of it, but everything that's happening from a marketing, sales, and delivery standpoint. I think that's maybe what we're talking about today. It's if you want to be a great coach, you need to be great at like the marketing and the sales, so you get the clients, so you can impact them. So it's a trifecta.
Yeah. And I think the biggest thing people think when they start coaching is like, okay, I just need to know how to coach. That's what I thought when I started out. I loved coaching, but there's a whole business behind it as well, and I think that's why I've gotten help with it, because that's not something I love coaching, but I'm not great at the everything else. Well, I have learned over years. It's been 6 years.
We never say we're not good at something. We say work in progress.
We work in progress, yes. But I actually have some questions for you.
Yeah.
So I was kind of speaking. I spoke to Danny yesterday, and I just wanted to like speak to people that maybe are considering coaching or like are maybe in the first few years of coaching.
Yeah.
But if somebody was starting an online business in coaching, whatever, from zero today, what is the thing you would focus on in the first 12 months?
I actually, funny enough, even though we kind of said you like being a great coach isn't everything, I do think like first and foremost it's where you need to start. So becoming a great coach, and I always say I would get validation of like your offer and your coaching. So if you can work on getting like 5 to 10 great client case studies, then I think you're in a position to start pushing with like your marketing and your sales more. So that would be like your first goal in the first couple of months. I suppose speed depends on the context of your life. So some people, like for me, when I started my fitness business, I was in sports science doing a bachelor's, so it was always kind of like something on the side for me. So it wasn't something I needed to be full time with. It was more like a side project, which I always look back with. I was very happy to have that time because I could kind of go into it with no rush. So I would say aiming to validate your offer, get people wanting to work with you, 5 to 10 really good client case studies, and then from that position onwards, you can kind of build more momentum into getting more people to know about you, so getting to be more well known, and then kind of like what we spoke about this weekend, once you're more well known, it's adding that trust element through your content, and not I'd be ages talking about it, but that'll be kind of like the different stages.
Yeah. And I think it is like, as you said, like, okay, yeah, you have to focus on the business side of it, but in the first 12 months, I would say you always want to be continuously learning, but you have to just prove that you can actually do. So many people just focus on, okay, well, I just want to go to the moon. And it's like, you have no proof.
How did you get your like very first clients? Was it like a friend, family member?
My dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He lost like 30 kilos and he started training, and he was and my sister and my brother, and then I had.
See, I think that's a lesson in itself. So sometimes it's like, okay, where can I get those like good client case studies first? And I might be doing something for free. It might be going to a family member. It might be going to a friend. And even for me, like I remember my first fitness client was just a guy I went to school with. So we were always very close as making like one-off plans. So I always say there might be a few people who like really trust in you and back you, even when you don't have evidence to state it, but they just believe in you. And it's like those people are the people who give you the evidence to get trust and well known from other people. So it's leveraging that as best you can.
Yeah, 100%. The question: what's the biggest mistake from obviously what you're doing, but what do you think is one of the biggest mistakes you see coaches making when they're trying to even just grow online or grow a coaching business in the first few years?
I suppose there's like different stages to it. So I would say for a lot of coaches, once if let's say you've done like 6 to 12 months and you started to do well, you might actually stay in a mindset of, if you were charging very little at the start, that might become like a belief state of yours, and then you stay in this kind of like undercharging mind frame, or maybe over delivering in terms of expectations, which will leave you quite burnt out and getting underpaid, and that can sometimes be a hard shift to move away from. So it's, if you do decide at the start, okay, I just need to get clients in, I need to build that evidence, that's fine to do, but it's then also when you start getting that evidence, being able to move away from that and being able to justify your work based on your time and also the results that you're getting.
Yeah.
So not staying in that mindset, which I think people can.
Yeah, and I think that's a hard thing to do when you're like, I find that really hard at the start, because obviously I put so much, spent so much, and did so much to do what I do now, like, and I still, like, don't need to be able to charge, because if you love what you do, you just kind of like, but at the end of the day, you do have a business, and it's like, you need to, if you have experience, if you put so much into education and actually building it, it's like you need to be able to charge for what you offer.
I think it was my first mentor said to me when I was kind of in that stage of like finding it hard to like justify charging more, because sometimes we can look at it as like, a client is paying for this of like what they're getting every week with like nutrition training, check-ins, etc. But he's like, write down everything you achieved so far, so all your personal accomplishments, all your educational accomplishments, write it all down on a list. He's like, that's what people are paying for.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, you've been working on yourself, self-developing, as you said, hours spent into your education, a lot of money spent into it. People get to extract that from you, and like whatever you're checking will be like 5-10 minutes of wisdom that you give them. So it's like they've literally fast-tracked so much to get in that position.
Yeah.
So it's like that you're charging for that, you're not charging for the weekly checking.
Yeah, exactly. It's everything behind that. And one more question: if you could only give one piece of advice to somebody who wants to turn coaching into, is that kind of similar to the first question, into a full-time career, what would it be?
Okay.
Because I think a lot of people are in, like, let's say a job, and they're like, oh, they see this world of coaching, they're like, that's something I'd love to do. But a lot of people, I think, in the first, would you say 1 to 2 years, that's where they go into it, and a lot of, I wouldn't say they fail, but they do drop off. Like,
there's a lot of people who drop off, isn't there?
I would say it's probably find what you love doing. Like, for me, finding I always had that, but actually going into something I was genuinely like, find what you're passionate about. Are you doing it because you just want to get out of a 9 to 5, or are you doing it because you genuinely love what you're doing?
Yeah, I think what you touched on first around passion, like I remember for me, I got into it literally because I just loved the gym and bodybuilding and what it gave to me. I was like, I just love to give people the same feeling that I have. So 100% coming from a place where it is about actually wanting to do it, not feeling like, will this be easier for me, or an easier way to make money. And yeah, we're working with someone like so because I was in university, there's probably 2.5 years where the online fitness business was very part-time, and end of 2019 into 2020, I think the business did like 60,000 for the year, so like averaging like 5k a month. Signed up with the first mentor February 2020. 12 months later, doing like 20-30k months. So for me, it's not even, I don't like, direction is one thing in strategy, but sometimes it's just being around someone who's done something that you can't even really fathom, you can't even like understand it, and it just completely breaks the ceiling on what your beliefs are. So those two majorly would be important for you, and I think it's just backing yourself wholeheartedly. A lot of times clients will say to me, like, they'll see client results and they'll be like, geez, like, what is that person doing differently, or like, what do they have that I don't have? And I genuinely say all the time, they don't have anything special that you don't have. At the end of the day, all my clients are amazing in individual ways, but in terms of characteristics to become successful, every single one of you watching it has that in you. But it's just being able to have that belief in yourself first and foremost, and then being able to execute with it.
Yeah.
And just to finish on, one thing I would say is people can get quite emotional when it comes to business. You can, if things aren't going well for you, you can take that in yourself of like, what's wrong about me, or what am I doing wrong? But if we use a fitness context, if you were getting in shape for summer, for photo shoot, or whatever it is, if your fat loss stalled, you wouldn't be like, oh my god, I'm not going to get in shape. You would just be like, hey, what is it I need to change myself or a client so we can start making progress? Think about business in the exact same way. Stop tying emotion to it. looking at the business of like, okay, is it that I'm struggling with here, and what do I need to do to improve it? And I think if you can go in with that mindset, you always have clarity on the next step and not leaving your emotion take over, which probably ends up where you end up giving up.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing, because it's like people have this like unwavering belief that it's just going to work. But yeah, like you might be a coach that has incredible knowledge and has put so much into like what you do, and you could be an incredible coach. There could be like, the coaching world is huge. Like there could be somebody who doesn't have that same knowledge and same like education even, but they have this unwavering belief that they're like, I am taking this like to the moon. There's nothing going to stop me. I cannot fail. And then they're just passing you straight out. So yeah, I think it's having belief in yourself, but also like taking the downs as well as the ups, because I think that's where, like, let's say if you are somebody new or starting out, it's like you see these drops and you're like, okay, this isn't going to work, but you have to take the downs, learn from them. Like they're the ones that move you forward. Like it doesn't go like this. It's like and so you know, and it takes a lot of time. So yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Hopefully, guys, you found that useful.
Thanks, guys. Hannah's amazing, by the way.
and Connor.
And something to focus on from the weekend. So obviously, just to kind of recap the weekend as a whole, we went through conviction, so having belief in yourself, your vision, your identity, and where you're going. Obviously, then Hayden did a talk on capture, so getting yourself known, and the connection piece around trust and building authority, then the conversion piece, and then Daniel had an amazing talk on, you know, improving client results, LTV, and hiring A players to build something bigger than you. So I know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can we take a minute for the woman of the moment?
Of course. Spain. Okay. Hey guys.
Kaz has been behind the camera all weekend and she hasn't shown her face once. So we're making her. Look, this has been her life.
He's using them chopsticks like an Asian.
Well, Leon has. What is this?
We have a dragon roll.
Dragon roll. So it is a few hours later and I am 2 hours into driving back to Marbella. I just literally, you know, I'm just the type of person I like to wake up on a Monday. What the hell is this car doing? I felt like it was about to give me a back massage. Why did that just... Anyway, I'm 2 hours into my drive to Marbella, 3 hours to go, and I just stopped and got a Danger Monster at, I think it's like 5:30, which is probably not a good idea if I want to sleep tonight. And the reason... I've just dropped my phone. No, it's actually 6 p.m. It is 6 p.m. and I'm about to have a monster. The reason I got in the car and came back is because I want to be back and get a good night's sleep and be ready to start Monday fresh, because I think if I got in the car for 5 hours tomorrow and couldn't be working during that time, it would give me anxiety. And thankfully everyone there understood, because they are very much the same. So I got on the road today and yeah, 3 hours left. So I've got myself a monster, a bottle of water, some chewing gum, and I have about 2 more friends to call. So I just go through all of my friends and just start calling them to keep me company as we drive. But I've just stopped here for a few minutes. So let's keep this moving. 3 hours left and we are home. I think I will close out this video here. Guys, I do not know what these clips are going to be, and will it make up a good video? This could be a great video and a really helpful one. Definitely something a little bit different. Obviously, you know, a lot of what I have been doing on my YouTube is very much around giving you guys tips, showing you a little bit of my life and showing you some of my client work and education. And I decided to make this video a little bit different in regards to the other side of coaching and business. And hopefully you guys took something from the chat I had with Connor. I specifically asked him to make it a bit more, obviously, in terms of what I do. I work a lot around like functional health and obviously body composition goals and all of those things as well. But I know a lot of people starting coaching business mainly focus on, you know, the fitness and fat loss side of things. So I got him to focus a lot on that, and a lot of the coaches there were like that. So I hope you guys took something from what he had to say in regards to like starting business and becoming a coach, because again, as I said to you guys earlier, like when I started out coaching, I was like, I just need to be a good coach. And realistically, I did the right thing. I went away and I learned so much. Like even since then, I think one of the biggest things as a coach is continuously learning. You know, when I I wouldn't even like to say how much I spent a massive amount of my profit for 2 years just on learning and education. I think that is such a huge part of it. But I also believe that, like, when it comes to coaching, you have to think of the business side as well. As much as we don't like it, we don't like speaking about it, because coaching is just helping people, it absolutely is, and that's what I'm so passionate about. But you also need to know how to run a business effectively. You are not just a coach, unfortunately. You are everything. You are everything. And I'm very fortunate to have started to help get people into my business to help me, and it has made such a difference. So Connor has been a huge part of that as well, and I'm genuinely so grateful for him, because he's not, as I said to you guys earlier, he's not like a normal mentor in the way that, like, they just push money and that's all that really matters. It's because for me it's about having impact and building something that I love, and that's what he's been really helping me do. So hence why I brought you guys along to the event after not doing a video in Spain since I got back, and I will be sure to do that and show you guys a little bit of Marbella life and what I've been getting up to. To be honest, it's the exact same as Dubai, but I am genuinely really happy there. I feel really at home. I like settled into routine straight away. It's just been so nice being there. But anyway, I'm going to stop blabbering because I've just turned the car on and I'm ready to go. 3 hours. We've got my Monster. I'm going to open it. Once I've done that, I'm going to move on to the chewing gum and just keep chewing gum and some water. We are set to go. Oh, okay, let's do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.